following program is for adult audiences only.
Running on Empty with Mr. Windy.
Welcome, everybody. It's a new year, and Mr. Windy is back on the radio, ladies and gentlemen. What do they call it, a podcast or something? What's going on, Mr. Windy?
Some kind of goddamn podcast or something.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah,
Man,
I don't know what kind of podcast it is. No,
Happy New Year, Mr. Windy.
Some kind of... Huh?
I said Happy New Year. Can you hear me? I know you're getting old.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I dared not to touch this phone because I'm going to try to turn it on. I've got me a new phone like you told me, and I thought by getting a new phone that, things would be better. The problem is there's no signal out here. Don't matter what phone you got. You have to go into the garage or use the Wi-Fi or other shit. And I know them people, if you let them put a tower up on your property, then you'll have a signal and you'll get free internet and all that shit. So we got to look into that.
But then all of a sudden you'll have like a fourth arm or something like that, extra fingers.
Yep. And I got this $989 phone, and I'm learning how to use it. It's a process, but I got a couple of things figured out. But out here where I'm at, there's no signal, there's no tower. I'm way out here. So, but that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about the big game. I'm going to tell you something.
Well, you talk about the Texas Longhorns?
Yeah, but I'm going to go a little bit before that. When the Lions. First, when the Tigers popped the Astros, put them out, because of injuries, Then,
now, you're from Texas, but you live in Michigan, so who did you want to win? The Astros, right?
Well, of course, that's my favorite team, but that's neither here nor there. Let me tell you something. So when the Lions beat the Cowboys and the Tigers beat the Astros, I told these guys up here, I said, you know what? I still got the Longhorns. I got 2 out of 3 are out, but I still got one. And so I'm hoping the Longhorns are goddamn win it all, but it's a tough game tonight.
Well, they're gonna have to face the Fighting Irish. God Himself, Jesus Christ, touchdown Jesus.
Yeah, but I think if I remember right, the Longhorns match up well against the Fighting Irish. They always have, and I think if it's Longhorns and the Fighting Irish, then that'll be great. We got to get by Ohio State, but that's just football. Let's talk about some other really good shit.
Yeah, let's talk about something. By the way, Mr. Windy blocked me on Facebook, unfriended me. I hadn't talked to you in probably, 2 months, and I don't know what happened. Why is it that you blocked me?
Well, because I sent you a message. I was like, you know what? You quit answering the fucking phone. You quit doing shows. The last 2 or 3 shows I was scheduled to do, you didn't answer your phone, the other phone, any phone. And then I see, I don't know who's doing it, whether it's you or Chingy, but you guys are advertising other people's shows on my fucking page. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
I don't think that's true. Promoting other shows on your page? What's you talking about? Podcast Playground is the network's page.
Yeah, but you got 3 featured shows on there. When you click on that, the 3 featured shows on there, I listen to them. I listen to your 3 featured shows that are on that link that's on my page in case I was someone who's a friend of mine said, oh, here's the thing that Wendy's on right here. Let's see what else is going on. So I listened to them. I heard the first one. I'm not going to disparage your other shows, but I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is like a goddamn Rush Limbaugh talk show.
Was it any good? Was the show good or bad?
I thought it was a goddamn imitation Rush Limbaugh.
Well, Rush Limbaugh's one of the best broadcasters to ever live. So
Yeah, if you're Rush Limbaugh, but you just can't walk up and say, I'm going to be like him. Yeah, you got to be like him. I listened to it. I didn't think it was like him at all. We're going to have a dictatorship or a democracy. Well, according to him, it's going to be a dictatorship. So, but I don't believe the bullshit that guy said, and I'm not going to say nothing about that.
So you blocked me because your show was not featured out there on the internet. Is that the...
No, I blocked you because you stopped answering your phone. Either one of them.
It was the holidays. I was taking what they call a vacation. You break. I was taking a break from everything.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? When I told you I got a new phone while you're on vacation, cost me $900-something. You texted back, that's awesome. Yeah. That's the last I heard from you.
Yeah, it was awesome that you got a new phone.
Yeah, but God, we were supposed to do a show 2 months ago. I got the people up here, wherever I go, like, hey, man, you going to do another show? I said, I don't know. The motherfucker won't answer his goddamn phone.
I'm sorry I was out of pocket for about a month. I'm a busy guy. I apologize,
I
Mr.
know.
Windy. There is a high demand for your show. A lot of people have been emailing in wondering, where the fuck is the Mr. Windy show?
Hey, and I tell people, I said, I joke around about me. I tell people I'm very busy. Well, now I'm not very busy, but I can tell them that you are. So that's what I tell them. Are you going to do another show? I said, motherfucker won't answer his fucking phone. He's very busy. Right. And I'm thinking about, you got 50 podcasts you got to record and all the stuff you got to do. And that's all well and good. So, but in the meantime,
well, it's good to have you back. I know that a lot has happened since we haven't done a show. You're not living in a van down by the river anymore, right? It's a trailer out in the woods.
We have not done a show from me I'm not in the spaceship anymore. I'm in the club.
What is the club? Explain what has gone on. The listeners need to catch up.
It's about a 32-foot camper with a bedroom in the front and the kitchen in the middle and the stove and the sink and a couch between that, and then the restroom back in the back, refrigerator, central heat. I got a TV, Gentry. I can do show. I can watch the news. Do you know when I was in the spaceship, I couldn't keep up on current events because I couldn't. Then people back over there, they don't watch what I like to watch. I like watching the news. I like watching the weather. They don't do that. They're mad.
Now, what about going to get your beer? How far are you away from the store for some beer and smokes?
These people are very nice. I'm as far away as I got to walk over the house, and they're nice enough to run me right to town. And not only that, their daughter, whose name is Allison, and in order for me, because they keep asking me, what's her name? And I keep forgetting. And I said, tell me one more time. And they said, Allison. So I said, okay. My dad was a Detroit diesel Allison dealer. So in my phone now, it's under D. Allison. If she will come over here anytime. Well, they're going to Florida. They're snowbirds here. Bona fide. They're bona fide. They own property.
So then you're going to have the whole place to yourself?
Well, I got my whole camper to myself. I'm not going in their house, but I have my refrigerator and freezer and all that stuff that's over there in the garage. But you mean the property? Well, you wouldn't care about the property right now. Goddamn, there's 5 foot of snow on the ground everywhere. You want to walk through that?
Hell no. Hell no.
I would. If you like snow skiing, it's on up here right now. You like snowmobiling, it's on. You like ice fishing, it's on.
The only time I've been to Traverse City, Michigan is on a snowmobile trip.
Well, so it was in the wintertime, yeah.
Sure was, well, yeah. They got a lot of good trails from what I remember. That was years ago.
They do. Well, listen, that's one thing about up here. They make a lot of money because the people on snowmobiles go from bar to bar or town to town. They got the 2 tracks, they call them, snowmobile trails, that go for hundreds of miles for them people just to, like riding a horse. Yeah, it's like riding a snow. It's just bar to bar, restaurant to restaurant, stay off the road, every once in a while you can cross the road. But you know what? For me, when you're riding on that, okay, it's nice, it's fun, you're going fast, but goddamn, it's still cold outside, and there's goddamn football coming on. So now, but I'm just telling you, more snow is falling here this year than all of last year, and the worst is yet to come. But
Well, good thing you got heat, right, in that thing? You can heat it up, right?
What?
How's the heater in that
oh
thing?
yeah, Oh, listen, I got everything, Gentry. I got 2 or 3 sources of heat. I got a 3-burner regular stove. I cooked a turkey in here for Thanksgiving, and it was
by God.
damn good.
Now, how long do you think it is until you get pissed off or you get paranoid? You think somebody's out to get you? How long do you think you'll be staying in this trailer? What's the plan?
Well, they've already given me permission to run their garden this year because it's big enough where they couldn't. I don't know, say they couldn't kill it. They were too busy, and so I'm not busy. So I'll run their garden, and I'm in morale mushroom hunting headquarters. And where I used to be, when you find a lot of morale mushrooms, it's either we eat them or we give them to our friends, and all the way down to there's none left over. And here, they want to make different recipes. They want to freeze dry them. They want to put them out on a vegetable stand with a Gentry. They're going to let me start raising chickens over here again. So I'm going to have me 17 New Hampshire Reds. And because the price of eggs now, holy shit, it's going to be $10 a dozen by the time you get to, by the time these birds are big enough. And I know which kind of birds you get. New Hampshire Red. It's a red bird. They lay brown eggs, and they lay big eggs. So the problem is going to be the price of feed. Well, you can grow stuff in the garden as long as it's high protein. That's what eggs are, protein. So the chickens have to have laying mesh, which is high in protein. You can go catch a couple of salmon and flay them up and throw them out and let them eat them. They'll lay eggs like crazy. You know, they got to have protein. That's no pressure.
Well, I'm real happy for you, Mr. Windy, that you're retired now. You got your own trailer, and it sounds like you're really living good.
It ain't my own trailer, but, Buck's nice enough. He's like, yeah, you stay there as long as you want. I ain't going nowhere. And I said, I ain't either.
Well, shout out to Buck, man. Much love to old Buck, man. Sounds like he's
Buck
a nice guy.
Buck and his wife, Jill, and his daughter, Allison. There's a bunch of them around here. The neighbor, Bob. There's a neighbor, Bob, over here. He's a regular lunatic. One day I was stranded. I could not get out of the driveway because the plow trucks came by. Buck was in Florida. And I'm going to tell you something. The neighbor come by in his truck. And he said, what are you doing? I said, trying to get to the road. He backed up his truck. He said, come on, get in. I get in his truck. He said, you ready? I said, what? He said, hold on. And he took off 50 miles an hour and hit that wall of snow. And I ain't shitting you. And before the snow hit the ground, I was afraid we were going to hit Buck's truck that's in the yard. And so I told that guy, holy shit, this is good enough right here. He backed up and drove all the way back to my camper like a plow truck, only he don't have a plow on his truck. And then I thought he was stuck when he got back there. This is a true Michigander. Like driving out on ice that's too thin, it starts cracking. Fuck it, back up. Ice starts cracking away, backing up, back it, keep going. I thought he was done. He had some bitch back and forth, grin. And out he went. I said, well, that's a bona fide Michigander right there. You got no fucking sense.
So did you have a good Christmas? Did you have a chance to talk to your dad or your mom or your mom passed away, right?
Well, my mother went to see the Lord when I was 17. So we're not talking to her unless I happen to be out there doing some kind of weird shit.
What about your dad? Did you talk to him Did you talk to your dad over Christmas?
No, my dad's mad at me because the last time we talked to him, I hadn't talked to him in 25 years. And when I did talk to him, we were live on the air. And he told my oldest brother, Timmy, he thought that was pretty shitty, that Charles doesn't talk to us for 25 years. And when he does, there's 300,000 people listening to what we're talking about. So he thought that was pretty shitty.
How long has it been? How long ago was that call?
4 or 5 years ago on KLT, the rock station, right? We call it. Let me tell you something, Judgy. I told them, they said, look at your dad's phone number. I said, no, you won't. That guy's very private. You'll never. They said, what's his name? So I give him his name. And they come back with his fucking name and a number. So I told Alma, I said, go ahead and dial this number up. I'm thinking it's going to be a recording or something. Some woman answered. She said, hello. I recognized her voice. My dad's wife's name's Charlene. I said, hello, Charlene. She said, yes. I looked right at Alma. I said, oh, fuck. This is going to be trouble right here. No, that's a true story.
Now, what did you and your old man say in that conversation? Anything worthwhile?
I'm going to tell you. I said, this is Charles. Is my dad around? She said, yeah. She gives it to him. We start talking. And then Alma says, well, Mr. Shaw, everybody loves your son. And then my dad says, are we on the air? And I said, yeah, we're on the air. He's like, he don't want to be on the air. So we had to get off the air. I had to go talk to him in the production studio. He did not. And so I talked to him. He talked about the one brother of mine that's dead, another brother of mine that's dead, and we're another one's living here, and then this and shit, and all this. And he was all glad that I wanted to tell him on the air.
Did he seem happy that you called him, though, at that time?
What?
Did he seem happy to hear from you?
Yeah, he seemed like, he's just filling me in on there. But what I wanted to get to with him was to say, remember how you always told me when I was a kid that one day my mouth is going to get me in trouble? And he'd say something like, and I'll stand by that, and whatever he wants to say. And then I was going to let him know then that we're live on the air, and there's 300,000 people listening to my mouth, and they give me money to do it. What do you think about that? But before I could say that, Ahmed said, well, Mr. Shaw, everybody loves your son. I didn't want to jump to that right there because that's not what he wants to hear. Yeah. I'm a black sheep, Judge. I don't have any kids.
Well, maybe you should have reached out to your old man over the holiday.
Listen, I just told you. I don't have any kids, and all my brothers had kids, but they were all girls. And so I'm pretty sure my dad's a little miffed at me because maybe if I'd had kids, I'd had boys and named one of them after somebody in his family. I don't know.
Now, you heard Al Pacino just birthed the child, and he's 82.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? Al Pacino got $52 million and probably buy him whatever bride he wants, and I'm not looking to go around here and see, who's next door over there, see if we want to go make a kid right and live in that shit.
Now, do you think you could plant a seed? Do you think you still got swimmers that can make it all the way to the egg?
Yeah, but Chencha, why you want to see? You're going to start this shit again now. When let me tell you something. When you get into that perverted shit and the way you talk like that.
No, I mean, I'm just trying to find out if we can get you to spit out a kid here, help you, become a man.
Listen, in order for me to answer your question, I have to visualize it. Like, what has he said? So I picture what he said. Oh, he wants to talk about my fucking cock squirting out his fucking seed.
No, I didn't go that far. Come on, man. I didn't go that far.
Swing.
I didn't go that far.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you maybe.
I just asked. I asked if your swimmers still swim. That's all I said.
And okay, so what would you have me say, Gentry? Oh, I have a rock hard cock, and I have to believe that my fucking babies that are shot out by my twins will swim to the other side of the and they'll swim, and I could have 20 kids. My sperm are so strong. They'll swim. You see, but it's just such a faggot-like kind of shit that you're.
Man, I don't think you can say that anymore. That word.
How dare you?
But you can't. Listen, we were talking about something just all well and good, and then all of a sudden you want to start talking about somebody's cock again. And I don't
gotta have them ribs. I don't know. And pussy too.
Okay. Well, listen, where are we at now?
Well, it's 2025, and it's a new year. Did you make any New Year's resolutions? Anything you want to try to do better, be a better person in this new year?
Yeah, they just had that on the news the other day about how long you have when you make a New Year's resolution, how long you have until you actually fulfill it. And they did like 54% of the people questioned. They don't tell you how many people. It's probably only 5 answered, but out of the 5, 3 answered yes and 2 answered no. So, but they don't say 3 and 2. They just say 54%. But of them people, did they make a New Year's resolution? Yes. Is it in effect? No. Okay. So for me, New Year's resolution, it's the same every year. One way or another, I'm going to find a way to stumble across a bunch of money. And I keep trying, I keep trying. You got to have money to make money, you know. And so now I have an opportunity here when the spring gets here and then mushrooms start popping. If I'm the only one back there, I have made $800 in one day before hunting them mushrooms. They got the Mesic Morale Mushroom Festival up here. They got mushrooms, and when they're popping, they're worth a lot of money, but you have to be there when they're popping. Well, I'm living where they pop now. So I don't have to get in the car and drive for 20 miles or 30 miles. I'll walk out in the back garden, go get them. And then I'll run the garden. We're going to be able to sell corn and tomatoes and asparagus and all that shit and farm fresh eggs and morale mushrooms. Make $100 a day.
Now, if you make all this money, let's just say you want to come across all this cash, what do you want to do with cash? What would you spend it on if you did all of a sudden get rich? And what is the number? What's the number you're looking for? 10,000, 100,000? You looking for $1 million?
Well, I know up there in Clearwater, north of you can get a house that's all beat up and bashed up and flooded and ruined, you know, but they're still made out of cinder block, you know, and they may have had sheetrock on the inside, but the houses are still there. $35,000 for a house right on the canal, which leads right to the Gulf. $35,000.
I don't know if I believe that, but maybe those might be 80s prices.
Well, whatever. I'll guarantee you.
You're probably going to need at least 100,000, I would think. If you want to buy it outright.
You know what? After that last storm went through Punta Gorda and through Sarasota and all them places, this one chick up here, Shelly, the one I stay with down there in Traverse City, she went down there with a friend of hers who's somebody owns property in Punta Gorda. Remember when you told me the surge got them real bad?
Yep.
Well, she said when she went and looked at where whoever it is his property is at, she said, I guarantee you there are going to be some people moving out of Florida. Because not like you're on the side of a mountain, not like you're somewhere where you're going to avoid a flood like Asheville. It flooded, but at least the people high on the mountain are. In Florida, everybody's on the flat ground. And she said Punta Gorda was
So your goal is to make enough money, come across enough money to be able to buy you a place on the water in Florida.
Yeah, but it's going to have to be somewhere, you know, like Jacksonville, up there on the bend, you know. It either comes your way or it goes the other way. But, yeah, I want to cast net shrimp. I want to pull a seine. I want to catch shrimp, do the things I've always done. Go catch shrimp. Up here is great. They shoot deer and they eat them. They shoot rabbits, they eat them. They shoot squirrels, they eat them. I want to catch some shrimp and some crabs and eat them. They don't have them up here.
I heard you caught crabs some time ago.
Well, that's when I was at your house, and you know where them came from when I slept in your fucking crib. And you know that. Yeah, you and you know who. Yeah. And it ain't, and I'm not talking about your ex-wife. I'm talking about that other one, the one you got from down the road. She knows about her, too, so don't start that shit. Don't let her listen to my show. And she'll know. Remember, she almost beat your ass that day because she knows you're fooling around on her.
Well, by God. Let's talk about something else, Mr. Windy. What about what about the fires in California? What do you think? Have you heard about this?
Have I heard about it? Let me tell you something. One time I was in Colorado, myself and Max, when I was in my Blazer, and we were driving through one of them fires, like them people right there, and it started getting so scary because it was only on one side of us, but it was coming up the hill. When I got to the end, there was nowhere to turn around. Now I got to turn around and drive back out. Do you know if somebody were to come up on that road while I was trying to drive out, I would have been fucking burned up. That's how stupid I was. So, yeah, I know about it. Fires are very scary, man. You don't want them people. You see them cars and shit, fuck. You think, well, I'll just stay in the car, fuck.
Did you hear of some of the celebrities that lost their house? Billy Crystal, lost his house.
Gentry, as of today, 5,000 people have 5,000 houses, not people. If there's 3 or 4 people in the house, but now there's another one. But you know what they're not saying? What I can't figure out is what in the fuck is causing these fires? It's not in the summertime, and it's not like a lightning hit the ground. There is no rain. It's not like somebody's running around with a little torch and lighting these fires. When you got a fire that's fucking 50 miles away from another fire, I can't believe that them embers would blow through the air for that far. And they have not once said what is causing the fires. I understand when it's in the neighborhood and it's one house to another, like Mrs. O'Leary's cow in the Great Chicago Fire. One building went to the next. That's the way it goes. Okay. But in these houses, one to the next, what started the first fucking fire? Was it little Billy playing with matches? Was it somebody camping over here?
Well, I just asked the supercomputer, and it says that the fires in California are caused by a combination of natural and human-induced factors. Here's an overview. One, the computer says it's climate change. Warmer temperatures, rising global temperatures lead to drier and hotter conditions.
Start the grass on fire.
Okay, well, I'm not done yet. That's one thing. That's only one thing. The other thing it says...
Cancel that one, Judge Judy.
The other thing it says is extended droughts. California has experienced prolonged drought periods.
That doesn't start fires.
Shifting weather patterns. Changes in weather patterns like reduced snowfall and earlier snow melt reduce the water availability.
The grass is dry. It's not raining. We understand that. But usually when fires start that somebody didn't do it, it's by a lightning strike or some shit.
Another thing it says here, what about those Santa Ana? What about the Santa Ana and Diablo winds? What do you know about those?
They don't have, the Santa Ana and Diablo winds do not have matches in them. They don't fucking blow and drop matches on shit. What is starting the fires? Who is it? Somebody camping? Is it what? I don't know. I don't care about the wind. The wind doesn't have fire. It's not earth, wind, and fire. This is wind. There's no fire in the wind. There's no lightning. What is starting all these fires? If one is 100 miles away from another one, are you going to tell me? I know when you have a campfire, we had them at your house, remember? Your neighbors got pissed off and told us to quit burning that fucking fire because we're smoking them out. Remember that?
I remember that.
Okay, I understand if you get enough embers in the air, you can start the neighbor's yard, or if it's bad enough, you can start their house on fire. But even
it is happening right where all those celebrities live. Do you think maybe somebody's going after all the people in Hollywood, all the elite? Because these are expensive homes. The homes that are getting ruined are tens of millions of dollars. Some of them.
They got pictures of ones right on the beach, Malibu or whatever beach it is that burned them. But how? I can't believe that there's a magic fire that's just starting.
According to the internet, it says the reasons for this particular fire in Los Angeles has been a combination of extreme Santa Ana winds, drought conditions, climate change, and some human activities. It says poorly maintained power lines and inadequate forest management.
When they say human activity, it can't be poorly maintained power lines. It could be if one of them falls down and it's hot and it starts a fire. But if human activity is, we don't want to say nothing, but we think not a serial murderer or a serial rapist. We got somebody bouncing around with a little fucking pack of Roman candles, driving around in his car, light a Roman candle, throw it off in the fucking brush, and keep driving.
Well, they say these winds are at like 100 miles an hour at times. That seems like a lot in California.
So everybody trying to poison the water, and people trying to do this and do that, and people shooting up schools and stuff. You may have a lunatic over there in California who's running around with Roman candles and light one and throw it out. All you got to do is have some nice, tall, deep grass, no rain, no nice and dry. That's the human activity. The human activity is somebody is running around starting these fires. They don't just start for no reason. Hot weather, Santa Ana winds, no rain, that doesn't start a fire. Fucking Texas, it's 120 in the shade and no rain. But there's no goddamn fires that just pop up out of nowhere unless the only time they do is when a train's going down the tracks and they throw sparks. So they'll blame it on a train. Maybe they should look into that. Maybe California's got trains running around that they don't know are starting goddamn fires to come off their wheels.
It's scary stuff. I know I live in the Hurricane Valley, as you know, down here. But at least with a hurricane, you get some advanced warning, and you can prepare your home to try to go up against the storm. And yes, there is catastrophic situations, but that fire seems like something I would not want to fuck with.
Well, even with a hurricane, when they come through, yeah, your house may get flooded, and you may have to replace some sheetrock and all that stuff, water damage. But fire, what it's doing to them people over there in Palisades, holy crap, 5,000 houses, one after another, and the whole place. And yet people are crying. They're crying.
And then the insurance companies are canceling them. Did you hear about the insurance companies?
Yeah, but you know what they showed on there? Because of the recent fires in Northern California in the last few years, that all around Los Angeles, like 500,000 people had their fire insurance canceled last year by the insurance company. And now here comes the fire. Somebody knew something was going on. So, yep. So
I got a clip. I got a clip on the internet. This is from a guy who says he knows why these wildfires are happening. Here it is. Hold on.
Let's hear it.
Seeing an extraordinary burst of wildfire activity in Southern California in and around Los Angeles. It's true that, yes, wildfires are a natural part of the ecosystem, but there are some things that have amplified it. My name is Omer Irfan. I am a reporter at Vox covering the environment. So the three factors basically were the weather conditions, the fuel, and the wind, right? The biggest role of climate change we tend to see is in terms of temperature. We see heat waves becoming more common, more frequent, and more intense. Warmer air can hold on to more moisture. And in California, that creates this paradoxical situation called a whiplash. A lot of rainfall earlier in the year.
The 10th wettest day on record for LA.
A lot of vegetation build up around Southern California, and then all of a sudden we saw it get very dry and hot in the summer.
Downtown LA broke a record again today, 104 degrees.
And it's been an extraordinarily dry start to the winter as well. So you have lots of fuel that turned very dry, and you have high winds. You may have heard the term the Santa Ana winds. These are seasonal winds.
What's that? Yeah, he doesn't say anything about the
Where's
match.
the match? I understand. Okay, he's going to do it? Okay.
No, he's not saying anything about the match, I don't think.
Right. I understand hot air, and I understand no rain, and I understand tall grass. If I threw a cigarette out in that shit, it would catch on fire. So who is somebody throwing cigarettes out? These fires can't just be automatically combustible just because it's hot and it's windy and there's no rain. If you want to be a Boy Scout, man, you got to learn how to rub two sticks together when it's hot and there's no rain. Are you telling me that the wind is blowing so hard that one stick is hitting another one so fast it's starting a goddamn fire? Somebody's fucked up, I think.
Did you see where Dana White is now on the board for Facebook? And they're going to allow free speech on there. Did you see that?
What do you mean free speech as far as what? What can we get away with?
Well, I think you're allowed to say whatever you want now on Facebook, according to Mark Zuckerberg. You know, he's aligning himself with some MAGA Republicans on his board. It's like a complete 180.
Yeah, but you know what, Gentry? You know that I could easily figure out something that I would say that they would not appreciate, you know? I mean, you say whatever you want. Don't tell me that.
Oh, yeah, you've already been kicked off before, right? You've had to start.
I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to drink my whiskey. Plus, I'm frying chicken and all this other shit that I'm doing, getting ready for the big game.
What time's that game kicking off? It's tonight?
7:30, I do believe.
Yeah, and I think that there are 6 or 7 point dogs, Texas is, in this game.
I know that, and that's another thing right there, man. Right. You know, so I texted Omelet when they were on the radio, KLT bullshit. I said, you need to they like to bet. They got this guy, Sebastian, SebastianSports.com. He's one of them bookies, does all that bullshit. And so he got a lot of customers up here because of KLT.
And does he do good? Does he hit them right?
What?
Does he get them right? Does he got good picks?
He does. He makes a lot of money, but he's living the high life. But he's got a guaranteed weekly pick. I forget what they call it. And for a while he was doing really good, but then he slipped up a little bit, and But I guess he's back to doing good enough.
Well, who did he pick in this game? Do you know?
Which one?
The Texas-Ohio State game.
Okay. He picked Texas to win the national championship from the beginning of the season. So that's pretty fucking good right there. You know, he knew he said that's his living. That's his living. SebastianSports.com. And he'll give you a free pick and he'll give you his phone number. And if you want to and he does all the legwork. And so people pay him, and then
you only got to be right 51% of the time to make money.
I think he's a little bit more than that, 55%.
Oh, well, by God, that'll put money in your pocket, man.
Well,
I'm thinking about betting the game, but I'm worried. I'm worried to put money on Texas because Ohio State's playing real good.
Here's what he said. Right now, Ohio State is a juggernaut. Okay, fine. But Texas has the best defense in the country, and Ohio State has not faced that yet.
Well, I guess we'll find out tonight.
When it's like good pitching beats good hitting, or other way around. Good offense beats good defense. I think some people will tell you the better defense will win. Then they'll say, well, it's a better offense, but if they got a better defense, your better offense won't beat their better defense. So I guess it depends. Does Ohio State have a better offense than Texas has a better defense? Well, we're going to find out. But their coach, he's a protege of Nick Saban, and so it's been a long time. It's time for Texas to, hook them, baby. And so,
well, all right. Let's get those Longhorns winning.
He's at every game. He's on the sidelines at every Longhorn.
Oh yeah, he loves the Longhorns. That Matthew McConaughey. I like him. He's a talented guy.
Yeah. Come on in. I'm recording a show. We got to move the thing out of the way. Hang on, Buck.
We got Buck in the house. Nice. Well, tell Buck I said Happy New Year. Happy New Year to
No,
Buck.
wait a minute. He's coming in. Buck, come in. Jesse wants to say hi to you. God damn, come in here. Okay, hang on. Don't run off nowhere. We're in my show right now, Buck.
All right.
Come over here.
Catch you later, buddy.
Hang on. Buck's right here. Say hi to Gentry.
How you doing, Gentry?
Gentry. Are you there?
Are you there, Gentry?
Motherfucker.
It's still there.
Oh, he's doing that. Okay, keep talking. That's what he does. He does that shit. He'll let me talk for 30 fucking minutes. Tell him you're coming to Florida. You'll be there in, a week?
Yeah, I'll be down there. We're going to go up.
Yeah, just talk like you talk.
Run the airboat, and we're going to go up through the swamps chasing some alligators.
Yep. And he's got two grandsons that are twins that go to the University of Florida, and they're down there using the airboat chasing pussy down there in Florida. Okay.
They better be, or Grandpa will be mad.
Okay, so I could talk for an hour, and if I wind up hanging up, I would say, you hung the phone up on me. I was like, how are you playing this bullshit?
Well, we're trying to take care of Wendy up here in the frozen tundra, and we'll see you later.
Yeah, I got to keep talking till he fucking hangs up. All right, Buck. All right. Yeah, you got to watch your step in here. I got shit laying over.
I filled one.
Oh, no shit. You know what? Oh, my, look at there. Holy cow. I'll put it right on there. I'll try it.
Hey, I filled that with the 20-pounder.
The one that I thought was empty?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Yeah. God damn, that's awesome, man. All right, let me finish this show up. I'll talk till I get tired of talking. All right, and then I'll come over. All right, man, yep. All right, Gentry, back to you. Don't play your fucking bullshit on me. This is where we start talking. And just so happens that Buck stopped by here to bring me some more propane. Instead of me running this big old... see, I heard you. Yeah, you dirty motherfucker. You could have talked to Buck. He lives down there in Florida. He lives up in Cross Creek, which is by Gainesville. He lives right on some big lake. He's got an airboat. They chase alligators. He's got alligator tags. They catch alligators down there. I could go down there and hang out down there. But, they didn't have a tendency anytime I go anywhere, what can I get out of that motherfucker for nothing? So even though I like Florida and stuff, it's just like being, well, I don't know. Yeah, not with you. Yeah, I don't know. Same fucking shit. Cut some trees down, plant a fucking garden, do all kinds of shit, and what's it worth? Fucking nothing. Nothing. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Oh, you come down here and stay for a day or two. Shit, motherfucker. I'll sneak up back on that back fence where I cut them trees down and trim that fence. I'll bet you they're all overgrown. I'll bet you that back fence is all overgrown. I can sneak up there like Apocalypse Now and be outside that fucking fence. What do I want to have if I see you out there? I could do a paintball gun. That'd be funny, but I'd probably want something like, oh, I know what. One of them fucking dart guns, a blow dart, where they blow them darts, fucking stick you right in your young ass while you're getting in the fucking hot tub, right through this fucking screen, stick you right in the fucking ass. Amy, what happened? I don't know what. They find a goddamn dart in your ass. I don't know what that is. I'm over there on the other side of the fucking fence. I ain't got no axe to grind with Amy, but she'd be out there trying to pull that dart out of your fucking ass, and I'll be like, God damn, watch this shit, motherfucker. Pew! I'll send another pow. Pop him again. I said, where are they coming from, Gentry? You're the father of my children. I love you so much, and you own the plantation, and I live here and everything, and somebody is shooting you in the ass. What can I do? Nothing. You might as well just fucking give it up, man. But anyway, we never did get to the end of what we were talking about on the goddamn show. What are we going to do about? I am happy about one thing. Donald Trump is kicking all the chili peppers out, but Elon Musk is going to let them, some of the smart ones, see. That's racism right there. The chili peppers have to go. But if you got some skills, and we don't mean picking tomatoes and hammering nails, if you know how to run a computer or anything like that, you can get a visa to stay. If you can work for Elon Musk, then you can get a visa and stay. But you motherfuckers that are just working for the goddamn fucking some tomato farm or potato farm or whatever the fuck they got down there in Florida and stuff. Yeah, you motherfuckers, we can get a machine to do it or get a good old-fashioned Americans to do it. I don't know what they're going to do. But anyway, here's what I'll do, man. I'll sit here and bullshit like this for a minute, but I was in the middle of frying chicken, and I shut my fryer off. Not my fryer. It's a pan on top of the stove, you know. But it's a special pan. Got it from Jill. And we'll probably some more. Got to get ready for the game, man. There's a big game coming up. The Longhorns going to play Ohio State. Ohio State's predicted to win by 6. Let me tell you something, man. This game is in Texas, and Texas is king. Football is king in Texas. You know the TV show that used to be on called Friday Night Lights? That's because in Texas, football is fucking king. So now, here you got a bunch of goddamn Yankees coming down from Ohio, coming down there to Dallas, Texas, going to play. They may have a few fans, but you know what? It's like Ozzy Osbourne pissing on the walls of the Alamo. You just don't show up in Texas and fucking disrespect anything that has anything to do with that state. And that's what Ohio State's going to attempt to do. They're going to attempt to disrespect the state of Texas by knocking the University of Texas football team out of the possible, well, it will be the national championship. They win. Whoever wins, you're in it against Notre Dame. So Ohio State is Yankees heading down to Texas, and they're going to disrespect the state of Texas by knocking their college football team out of the national championship. I don't think it's going to work. And they're predicted to win by 6. I honestly don't believe they're even going to win the fucking game. I think Texas will win the game. And Sebastian, and I don't mind saying it, anybody listening to my show, fucking look him up. SebastianSports.com. And he bet on the Longhorns to win the national championship. So that's what I knew. I thought that guy was all right. He wasn't all that bad. He parlayed. I don't know what bet means, but he parlayed the Longhorns to win the national championship. So, all right. So I know you're all fucked up over there. I know what you're doing. I hear shit clicking once in a while, but I have to get back to what time is it? It's fucking phone. I got to touch it here. 5:30. All right, 5:30, 6:37. I still got 2 hours. Well, you know what I'll do? I'll tell you, this is no bullshit. I got my bottle of whiskey right here. I've been talking to you for a fucking hour, and I think only one time I hit my whiskey. And you'll know when I'm hitting my whiskey because I have to do a pause, kind of like, because I can't talk when I have whiskey running down my neck. So watch this. It's going to be a couple of seconds right here while I drink some whiskey, and then I got to taste it with water because I don't drink it straight. If you drink whiskey straight, that's where people wind up with esophageal cancer, because anything that's, your esophagus opens and closes to let shit either into your lungs or into your stomach. It's a flap. So some things you do annoy that flap, and whiskey is one of them. So you drink some whiskey, and then you chase it with some water, and then hit your cigarette, right, and then repeat. But hang on, I got to do it here. I don't give a fuck how long you stay on here. I'll figure something else to say, but I have to drink my fucking whiskey. Hang on, I got a shelf up here to put it on. I'm in a nice place, man. Got my queen-size bed right over there. Got a goddamn 3-burner stove with a regular oven. Goddamn TV. Got a TV. And I get every fucking channel depending on where the sun is. In the morning, I don't get all of them. Some don't come in. Fox and all that shit. In the evening, some don't come in. But in the middle of the day, towards the evening, they all come in. So I can only hope that tonight's game comes in. If it doesn't, I'm going to be kind of fucking mad. But anyway, let me drink this whiskey while you sit there twiddling your fucking thumbs. I hear you on there. I hear all the clicking and shit. I know you're fucking there. I don't give a fuck, That's why I'm called Mr. Windy. I need 200 words to answer a yes or no question. And even if you don't ask me a yes or no question, then I'll still spew out 200 words while I think of the next fucking thing I'm going to say. But I had to drink some of this whiskey. So you just hang on a second. Let me hit this whiskey, chase it with some water, light a cigarette, and I'll be right back. Okay, bye. For a minute. Okay. I don't know. I don't give a fuck if you stay or not. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I got to tell you something else, too. Hang on. All right, where was I at now? I want you to know that I am in a place where it'll be a dream come true if them morale mushrooms are popping this spring, because I'm where all I have to do is walk out the door and walk 100 feet, and I'm in them. And I'm in them for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of acres, enough land to where you can get lost. And I don't give a fuck. If I walk 18 miles too far that way, I'll be in jail. I'll figure out where I'm at. But I better have me 50 pounds of mushrooms at $40 a pound. Fuck. They go as high as $80 a pound, and I'm right here by them. And every year, something happens. It doesn't snow enough, or it snows at the wrong time of the year. Well, this year, it's been snowing every fucking day. It's snowing right now. It's going to snow tomorrow. It's going to snow next week. It's going to snow all the way till it melts, and then the mushrooms will pop. And I'm going to tell you what, man, that's when you watch. They already told me. They got all kinds of red. They'll dehydrate them. They'll make morale mushroom soup. We'll have steak and morale mushrooms. We're going to raise chickens. I want to handle the garden. It's going to be, this is going to be fucking heaven on earth right here. That's right. Near as I could tell. So, look out here. What do I see? It's snowing. What about the ground? There's snow on the ground. What time is it? I don't know. I got 2 hours to go to the game. I still got to fry more chicken. But I'll tell you what, it's good, too. God damn, that chicken's good. I was supposed to give Buck a couple pieces. Well, he was here. He was just here. He could have looked in there and seen that I got a chicken. But you know what? Yeah, they're not going to want to eat the chicken that I cooked, because it fucking could be bloody. Could be fucking, too much red pepper, too much black pepper, too much white pepper, too much fucking, but it's not too much for me. So anyway, all right, gentry, I got to sit here and figure out what I'm going to do here now. I've got 2 hours to go. I'm going to light this cigarette right here. Let me do that. And I got plenty of weed to smoke. Got plenty of weed to smoke. Oh, we could talk. Well, we already talked about Trump. Shit. Yeah, we ain't gonna get Canada. We're not gonna get Greenland. We're not gonna get none of them. That's a nice thought, though. That's a nice thought. If you're gonna do that, let's go ahead and get Mexico too. But still keep the wall up and keep them down there. You belong to us, but you fucking chili peppers stay right there. What else? The fires in California, I feel bad for them. I've been in a big fire before. Very scary, very scary. Yeah, you don't want to be in a fire. Don't want to be in a tornado. Don't want to get eaten alive by a shark. There's a few things you don't want to do. If anything, if you want to do anything, just go run and jump off in a volcano. That way, before you hit the ground, fucking, you ain't got. This is not this. This will only hurt for a second. Right? Yeah. All right, man. Both of my metal detectors. I got two carbon monoxide detectors in there. One that tell me when there's too much oxygen has been taken out, and another one that tells me when, like, I done burning too much shit, too much smoke up. I know when there's too much smoke in here. So they both flash. They flash at different times. I'm like, okay, hope y'all are working. Got a big game tonight. There goes one. All right, gents, I want to say, go. I don't know what you fucking guys are doing down there. What can I say? Hopefully you hung the phone up hour ago. Am I going to make it down that way? Well, there's a thought right there. When Buck comes down there in a couple weeks, I could ride down there, and I would wind up in northern Florida, and I could catch a bus down there, pay a little visit, go catch that some shrimp, cast net some crabs, anything. And then I beat it back up here and come back. It comes down there, he got some specialized doctors down there in Florida because, Florida is the headquarters for older Americans. And Buck is getting up there where he's an older American. So he goes to Florida for health care because they treat you better there because they're more into older Americans in Florida than they are north of the Mason-Dixon line. So he'll be down there again. They're doing he got eye surgeries coming up, He comes down there. I could ride down there with him, hang out for a couple of days and ride back. But to be quite honest with you, I'm having a good time right here. Shit. I'm all right. I'm sitting on this fucking couch right now, and guess what? I'm the only one sitting here. And that's my fucking bed right there, queen-size bed. Guess what? I'm the only one that sleeps in it. There's the restroom right over there. I don't even use it because I got my own outside. And I'm the only one that uses that, too. There's the TV. I'm the only one that watches it. There's the refrigerator. I'm the only one that uses it. There's the heater. There's the stove. There's the microwave. There's the couch. I am the only one that uses shit in this motherfucker right here. Don't tell me. So I sleep good at night. I got locks and shit I put on there. Won't be anybody sneaking up on me. I woke up the other day. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, I almost said something. Well, I don't give a fuck. No, maybe I'll shut up. I almost said something again. But I got to quit saying I don't give a fuck. But I was going to tell you about something that, try that. Yeah, watch out. Be careful doing that kind of shit. Okay. All right, well, gentry, I got some shit to do here. I have to fry this chicken because it's already breaded. And I don't want to let it sit all night. I don't want it to get in the way of the game. Plus, I don't have any heat on here right now, so it's below. It's about 40-something in here. I'll go ahead and turn my heat on, warm it up, fry my chicken, get ready for the Longhorns in Ohio State. If the Longhorns win, man, I'll be a happy camper. I really will. And I'm not thinking anything other than that. I almost did, but yeah, no. Longhorns win, I'll be a happy camper. I got shit to do. Don't sit there. I already told Buck that you said, oh, you hung the phone up. Yeah, because goddamn, 30 fucking minutes of me just sitting there. Oh yeah, and I do got a new fan now. I do got a new fan. That's bad, motherfucker. That blows my heat around in here, and I run the stove at night, and so it's really pretty good. I mean, I got it pretty good, man. I got it pretty good. And right now it's kind of tough, snowing every day. 20 degrees. Yesterday was 8 below zero. Ooh, today's a heat wave. It's 20 something. But Yeah, but it's this is what people hate about Northern Michigan, unless you ice fisherman or you ride a snowmobile or you're a snow skier. Other than that, it's cabin fever. There's just fucking nothing to do. Fucking snow, shovel snow, and then the barbecue grill ain't going outside. Too goddamn cold. You can't even get the fucking fires going. And so, but when all this shit melts, and you got from, I'd say March, you can count a little bit of March, but April, May, June, July, August, and then about to September. It is the most spectacular weather anywhere. Cold fronts roll through all summer long. When you're 120 degrees down there, even when you're in the water, up here it's 75 degrees. And you fucking scumbags sit there and say, oh, it's 75 here today. Right. And we're 20. Right. Well, wait till you're fucking 120 even when you're in the water. And we're up here, 72 degrees in the bright sunshine with a cool northerly breeze. Except for them Canadian wildfires. Them kind of sucked last year and made the fucking breeze all smoggy. All right, man, look, I got to go. I got to cook my chicken. I got a drink. Where's my fucking whiskey? See, it's getting hard to do right here. So no, because I never did like my cigarette, you son of a bitch. So I got to hit my whiskey, hit my water. Say hello to my sister, Marcia Shaw Baltinsky. My dad called her Mishka. Hey, Mishka. Yeah, I heard she likes listening to my antics. Well, there's a shout out to you. I have every intention of outliving everybody. Everybody. I better shut up. I'm getting ready. Goddamn, I'm already cursed. I don't need to. I don't give a fuck about get cursed anymore. What do I got to lose? Right. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. They're not fooling me. So all my brothers are dead. It's just me and my sister. That's it. And then I don't even know if my dad's alive anymore. But when he's gone, Daddy's little girl, she gets all the dough. She gets it all. We all know that. If Charlene don't get it, Marshall will. I don't give a fuck. But, easy come, easy go. Well, never did come, never will go. So whatever, man. I'm trying to, it's getting dark here now. Got to go out. One good thing about the snow, when you go outside, you can see because the ground is white. It's not like it's dark outside and the ground is dark. No, the ground is white. You can see the ground. Yeah. All right, let me see what I'm doing, man. I got to hang this phone up here. I gotta fry this chicken. Fuck. I gotta turn the oven on because the other chicken that I fried wasn't quite done. It's still bloody, but I ain't gonna waste it, so it's gonna get baked. That's what I'll do. I'll fry the rest of it, and if I don't think it's done, I'll put them all in the oven and bake them. All right, man. I got shit to do. Plus, we got a football game coming up. I'll call you some other time. And quit that crying about Facebook and blocking people and unfriending people. Let me tell you something, man. There's a song out there talking about alcohol cost that guy, cost him this and that and this and that. Alcohol has cost me every fucking thing. Every fucking thing. It cost me the house I had on River Road. It cost me my ride. It cost me on my boat. It's cost me every fucking thing. If it weren't for alcohol, I'm sure I'd be a hell of a lot better off, but it just so happens that I got introduced to alcohol somewhere down the line, but you know what? Listen to this, you stupid son of a bitch. How many people don't drink alcohol and don't smoke cigarettes and go to church every Sunday and do all that shit, and they're not even alive anymore? They had all the money. They did everything right, and they're not here anymore. And I think about those people. I'm like, man, you did everything right, and you're gone anyway. And here I am. Look at the poor people in California. All them $1 million houses, and they don't have insurance on them. They're in the same boat as I am. And I'm in a camper. I got a TV that works. Guess what? I don't think they got too many TVs working over there where they're at. Go to a motel in another state. Shit. So anyway, man, I don't think I got it so bad because I'm going to watch the football game. I'm going to eat some fried chicken. I'm going to drink my whiskey. I'm going to smoke a cigarette. I'm going to smoke some fucking pot. I'm going to sleep by myself. Happiness is a single man living alone and sleeping alone. Don't let anybody fool you, man. Everybody get the fuck away from me. I'll be just fine. Yep. Happiness is a single man living alone. That's me, and I'm all right. I'm getting ready to fry some chicken home. You know me. Oh, you didn't cook that number. Come over here and get in bed. Fuck you, man. I'm not. Fuck you. I'm not, you get in bed. Yeah, fuck you, man. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, that's all other shit, though. Okay, Gentry, I do have to go, man. I mean, I know you're going to say, well, you hung the phone up on me. Well, that's because I'm trying to drink, like right now. Let me hit a shot of this. Mm-hmm. Mm. God damn it. Okay? Gotta chase it with water. Because you don't want to wind up with esophageal cancer. That's what people who smoke and drink whiskey get. I do both, but I chase them with water. So I believe I'm covered. But it's getting dark. I do have lights. I'm going to turn the lights on. Going to turn the TV on. Make sure I get the channel that's going to put the game on. Going to start frying some more chicken. And if I think it's going to be bloody in the middle like the last 6 pieces have been, I'm going to put them in the oven and finish them up in the oven. And then I know they'll be done. Okay, so let me go ahead and light my cigarette. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and I'll give a shout out to people, yeah. Howdy Hardware Store, howdy fucking Gailty, howdy Family Fair, howdy, where else I see people that know me, McDonald's, Mansalona, they know me in there. I don't know them, but they know me. BP, yeah, they know me. I don't know them. Nice to meet you. Nice talking to you. Casey the Logger, right. Loggers, right. Howdy, Casey, right, yeah. Who else? The Turkey Farm? I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm burned out of just fucking babbling. I've been babbling, and I hope you shut this motherfucker off about an hour and a half ago when you started playing the fucking music, because this shit right here is bullshit. I told Butt to talk for a minute playing your fucking game, but now you're going on. You ain't hung the phone up. You're doing this shit where you want me to hang the phone up, and then you'll tell me, "Oh, you hung the phone up." Yeah, because he goddamn. I got whiskey to drink. I got smokes to smoke. I got chicken to fry. I got to get ready for that fucking game. I got all kinds of shit. I ain't even, half-ass made I was going to say I ain't even made my bed today, but it is halfway made because I knew people were going to be coming over. So it's kind of halfway made, but I got to move some shit. Okay, enough babbling. It's over. I got to move that pan over there, that pan over there. That one needs to move over there. I got to put the chicken up there. I got to put the chicken in the oven. I got to turn the heat on. I ain't had the heat on since you fucking called me or I called you, whatever we did. It's in the 40s in here right now. So I am going to hang up. So don't try to tell me, why'd you hang up? Well, you see why I'm hanging up. I have to go. I have to crawl over my bed to get to the light switch in the corner. And I don't like having a cigarette in my hand when I do that because that's what starts fucking fires. So I need that light on so I can see what I'm doing. So therefore, I either got to put my cigarette out or just fucking ditch you. I'm not ditching you, but, I got shit to do, man. You fucking quit talking a goddamn hour and a half ago. You can't expect me to sit there and keep doing this shit. Okay, good. I don't care what you say, what you do, and all that shit. It's all the same to me. We should count our blessings up here. It's snowing and it's cold, but we're not on fire. And all like the poor people in California, 5,000 houses burned beyond recognition. Not FUBAR, fucked up beyond recognition. This is FUBAR, burned beyond recognition. FUBAR. So I feel bad for them. You can't live in California because of the fires. You can't live in Florida because of hurricanes. You can't live in the middle of the country because of tornadoes. People don't like living up north because it's cold in the winter, but it's beautiful in the summer. But you can't have it all. You got to take the bad with the good. But the problem with the bad with the good in California is the bad has destroyed everybody. There is no good. You're not taking the bad with the good. You get the bad, and there is no good. Oh, fuck. I don't know. There ought to be some diamonds there. There ought to be some diamonds in the sand around Los Angeles, high as empires were. Shit, maybe I should do that. Head over to Los Angeles, start digging for diamonds where some of them cars melted. I'll find a diamond laced with gold and fucking some kind of Chinese or Japanese bumper. All right, man, I got to go. I'm getting cold. It's in the 40s in here. I can't. If I move the phone, I will lose my signal, so I have to leave it right where it's at. I can talk to you, but then I'm going to hang it up and go over there and turn my heat on, turn the light on, turn that light on, turn my stove back on and fry my chicken and get ready for the big game at 7:30. Okay, so that's it, man. I have got to go. I'm not going to sit here for the fun of it and be stupid and babble on after I already told you 15 minutes ago that I got to go. So I got to go. Adios. Vaya con Dios. Hasta luego. Hasta mañana. Hasta luego. See you later. Hasta mañana. See you in the morning. Vaya con Dios. Just go with God. Vaya con Dios, my darling. Right. Let's go with God, my sweetie pie. Right. Whatever. That's Freddie Fender. But, you Vaya con Dios. Go with God. I'm going to watch the Longhorns play the Ohio State. And I got to get ready to fry some chicken. Got me a tailgate party coming up. On a tailgate. I'm inside here. And this is a club now. This ain't the spaceship. This is a club. I got a bed, a couch, another couch, refrigerator, sink, drawers, cabinets, fucking stove, restroom. I don't use it until we're going to move this camper now, in the spring. We're going to move this camper farther back on the property. And there I will dig a septic tank, my own. I know how to dig one. And that way I'll be able to use the restroom that's in this camper and go right to a septic. Otherwise, I got my own private porta john out there. It's mine. Okay, I got to go, man. Listen, toodaloo. I'm trying to smoke. It's dark. I got to get up. I got to do shit. I got to go. Okay, bye. Go. I don't know. What's my usual sign up? Go fuck yourself? Right. If you could fuck yourself, you'd never leave the fucking house. And you know that. You're one of them ones, if you could suck your own cock, you'd never leave the house. And I know that, and you know it, and I know it. But anyway, I'm just saying, and I would do the same thing, which, as a matter of fact, that's exactly what I do. Okay, I got to turn the light on. I got to turn some heat on. I got to get ready for the game. I got to fry some chicken, all that bullshit. See you later, toodaloo. I'll talk to you again. Okay, bye. Get out.